Go any further, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. If you love me, tap that black bell. If you watch this all the way through to the end, this is a blunt talk about music, the music business, and what's going on with it right now. Like, y'all know me. I get straight to the point with it. I still think it's full of shit. I mean, I think it's full of it, but at the same time, I still think it's a dominant source of income. As far as like artistry, like like music is kind of like painting. I mean, they kind of coincide. Like to me, most artists, like most singers, songwriters, even engineers that I know, they dabble in like the actual paper pen arts or the pencil. They sketch or they paint in some way, and this is a relation between most artists and artists. So to me at least, so of course, I come from sketching and painting and making like paper mache, and I used to make the origami paperwork. I used to like be heavy on my artwork, even going to art galleries. Like I still find myself like coming across like certain art galleries, I have to walk in. It's like it just calls me to see what these souls are painting. Like I have to know what your soul is painting, because when it's me, to me, my art is free will, just like yours is. Like that's why the music is so real, because when an artist is unchecked, they're free. Like it allows you to be free. So like most painters and most sketch artists are unchecked. Like they can just go nuts. Like you even I mean, I love graffiti artists. Like I just walk around sometimes and I look at the graffiti. Like, and all of this to me relates to the music. Like right now, like my music on the platforms like Spotify, iTunes, Apple, I actually let it get taken down, like just to fuel my experiments. Not saying is, look, check me out. I'm not gonna complain. Because at the end of the day, the investment that I put in having my music on these digital streaming platforms has given me an ROI. It results in an ROI. It's a return on that investment. Like sometimes it's for me. I'm pretty sure for every level of artist, it's different. Like this artist might have made $50, and this might be like let's talk long term. Let's talk 4 and 5 year artists that have been online. You pretty much graduated high school. You're no longer in high school. You're in college when it comes to music. Your music's been available on streaming platform for the last 5 years plus. Like that means you've been in the soup. Okay, so a lot of, if you pushing, you should make more money. You know what I mean? Like to me, for people that run ads, you might be wasting money, because to me it's more like I look at music and putting it online for streaming purposes, like the stock market. Like your stock can go up and it can go down. Like you can have months where you're actually making way more money. Like me myself, I made triple what I've invested just using DistroKid. Now, I'm not going to disclose my numbers. Just know that they're not the highest numbers, but they're not the lowest numbers. I'm pretty sure it's somebody that's been online for 4 years. Now, look, if you've been online for 4 years and all you got is 10 streams on one song, or 20 streams on a few different songs, and no songs are going up, you need to go back to the drawing board, my friend. Like I stay at this drawing board. Like you need to go back to the drawing board. It's a reason people ask me all the time, like, yo, you got organic stuff going on. How are you doing it? I'm always at the drawing board. If I run a strategy or an ad or anything behind my music as an independent artist and it doesn't work, it doesn't yield results, I stop doing it. I go back to the drawing board. Like I come from selling CDs. So, like I can't stress that enough. Me and my whole team come from selling CDs. Like this be at your Walmart, at your mall. I was on the side of the road at one point in Greenville with a sign that said support my music. That's how real this is. And I sold CDs. I'm gonna be honest. I made more in a week of posting, like a week of doing that guerrilla marketing strategy, than a whole 4 years of having my music posted up online. Like in one week I made rent. Like I'm gonna be real with you. Selling, like cause it was guerrilla. You gotta understand. People, or like most people, even myself, I'm an impulse buyer. Like, yeah, I practice being conservative and not spending like typical amounts on like not just spending like just buying shit unless I know I can buy it or flip it, or I got faith that it's gonna sell in some manner. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with music. So when it comes to marketing, you gotta understand, if you see something flashy, something flashing at you, like, you gonna notice it. Now, if it's flashing for sale, for sale, for sale, for sale, you gonna eventually you gonna be like, what they selling? Even if this ain't something that you know what I'm saying you actually need, and you might just buy it just because you pulled over to see what it was. You know what? Let me get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's the impulse. So when you pull up on an artist, it's like walking down the street and you see this guy with some paintings. It's the same thing when you see this guy jump out. Hey, check me out. If you like the energy and it reciprocate, you like the energy and it's resonating on your frequency, you gonna buy it. You gonna pop. You gonna cause I do it. I done bought CDs from people. Man, people don't. I don't even got a car. I only got a CD player right now. And I done started, like, in this past year, I bought at least 3 artist CDs out of I donated for the CDs. Like, here, man, because I do this. And each time I go look the person up online, every now, like, for the most part, I live in Atlanta. So the blow away rate is crazy. Like, you get online and it's hella more artists, 5K, 10K, 10K, 5K. I mean, from 5K to 10K, freaking 50K. I done met people with a blue check and 1 million follows down here in Atlanta. You be like, God damn, thought I was doing something. But then you understand, like, if you sit down with some of these people, or you get to see some of these people's zones, you understand that it's an investment strategy. Like some people, a friend of mine called music the black hole of the industry, like of the work industry, because you pour money into it. It's literally, you gotta pour. And sometimes it ain't even about the money, but you gonna pour this work into it. If you gonna make music and you gonna call yourself an artist, you're gonna pour work into it. Like, you're gonna, like, have days where you're, like, discouraged. You're gonna have to come up with different strategies to get people to check out your music. Like, everybody, like, right now, everybody's on podcast world. So if you know how to talk, like I was listening to Eric Thomas last night, and he was like, yo, one of his friends, like, a talker. Like, if you got the gift of gab, you need to use it. Like, most artists aren't even paying attention to relevancy, like how to make yourself relevant. Like, social media is actually relevant, and to be honest with you, it's all direct to fan commerce. Like, if you're an artist, you're always getting your product directly to a fan, and it's like it's certain ways you can do that and invest and actually get your stuff up front. Like putting in the time to get on the radio. Like, I myself need to put in more time to get in the radio. I know this shit. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to it, you need to ask yourself, within a 4 to 5 year span, have you tripled your money? Have you quadrupled your investment? Like, have you made connects? Did you get anything that you was trying to get out of what you was doing and putting this money and time into? Because when it comes down to it, it's more work than money put into this shit. Think about it. Artist standpoint right here. First, you got to save up bread to get a studio if you don't build a studio. Like, most artists, they're not going to just pull out their phone like BandLab and, some of these, what was it, Soundtrap and different platforms like this done popped out and got like a whole freaking DAW for you to do for free. Like, this is free mixing and mastering. They even got the AI mixing and mastering now. So that's like, it's no real excuses when it comes to you making your art. Like, the only real part of it is the business side of things, with like who you gonna distribute your music through. Like, in different ones, like it's all budgeting. So you gotta ask yourself, what level? Now check me out. When it comes to your music, you gonna want to invest in the best quality stuff. Like, you're not look. If you make a song on your phone, by all means, if it sounds like radio quality, by all means, you're juice. All right, you got the sauce. But if you making songs on your phone, you should be actually utilizing them things as references, as saving up your money and going to go book you some studio time. Even if you got a homie down the street that's got all the equipment in his house, you need to find you an engineer that's on levels that can get you all the way up there, that'll get your music sounding like what's real on radios and on all these platforms, like all the top industry level. Like, you really want quality. But being honest, it's really more about the craft than the work. Like, if your music sounds good, your voice sounds good, your instrumentals sound good, then it just sounds good. If you did that at your house, then you just got a natural thing for this. And your next step is, where are you going to distribute your music? How are you going to distribute it? Because that's where we come direct to fans. Me, myself, I prefer streaming. And I actually prefer the whole thing. Like, you got to look at it from this aspect. you're an artist. You're a musical artist, so you deal with sound. Like you're not, it's not like you're gonna paint like a Da Vinci. Now, by like in all actuality, you can make a Da Vinci. You can literally make you a Da Vinci. You can turn one of your songs into a complete Da Vinci, a piece of art, and that's a hit, hundred hit, like just a hitter. You know what I'm saying? And everybody loves it. Mix and master this yourself. You did it, and I'm gonna be honest. You like, man, put it like this: Chief Keef made a song in his grandma's house, and it went crazy in the living room. Like just him and his friends, and shit took over. Like it's certain people like SZA recorded a song in her bedroom, bro. Like I'm watching some processes and stuff, like bro, like like I said, when it comes down to the rest of it, is distribution of your freaking music. Now, due to everything that's going on in the industry, with the actual Sony and Universal and Interscope and the thing with Diddy running online trying to get away from whatever he going through in his life with his experience. I mean, to be honest with you, he actually shit. He won't be going to jail broke. It's like the R. Kelly shit goes. Shit, at least they ain't sitting down broke. Like at the end of the day, you know what I mean? We gonna talk our stuff because we're observing it from the outside looking in. Whether the industry itself is attacking these people or not, they still invested their time and their money the right way, or so-called a certain type of way. I wouldn't necessarily say it's the right way. I wouldn't necessarily say the wrong way. Let's just say they did some shit. Everybody does some dumb stuff. Everybody experiences life different. Like, first of all, we coming out of a sinful phase, and we're going into a more loving and know thyself, respectful phase, the age of Aquarius, where all of the gritty things are like just hitting the fan. Most people don't even want to accept what the truth of the fact of the matter is. Like, we're facing our crimes right now. Like we're going through the furnace, and when you come out shining, you know what I'm saying, and in acceptance, it's gonna be some pearls out here, y'all. Like, yeah, man, look, survive whatever Fermi paradox, bro, and stocks go up. I'm just saying, like, to me, check it out. AI creeps everybody out sometimes. Check it. Just rock with me. Like, this whole conspiracy. Some people ain't scared. I ain't scared. Some people scared. Who knows? They got Chat GPT out. You can write music on this shit. It'll actually put you together a promotional strategy. Like, these AIs will actually put you together a solid promo strategy that you can implement and take action on, and it'll actually work. Like, it actually yields fruit and results. I mean, specifically, I downloaded an app. I'm gonna have to go back and put the app in the description just in case you want to check it out. And the app actually helped me write a nice little marketing strategy, for what for my music plan, and I implemented it, and shit, it did good. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of everything that's going on due to these powerhouse producers and artists going through the grid, like I said, it's causing certain artists that's on their labels, and they're starting to go through things like their music is getting pulled off of sites and different things. So they like, forget that, I'm gonna go direct to the fan. It's always been about that. I'm sitting up here like, yo, how you gonna do that? I mean, because technically you already doing, all you gotta do is say, just do you a show and go get you some CDs, some MP3s, or it's so many different ways people know who they are. But for the artists that aren't on that level, you need streaming. You need it. You need flyers. Don't get this twisted. You need QR codes. You need everything that's gonna get your music directly in front of your fans, your fan base. And in the events, you already know your fan base. Most artists, when they're making music, it's because they're inspired by their fan base. And some people just come in, I'm gonna make music. Da, 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 da. Somebody said, yo, bro, you should make some music. That's your first fucking fan. I'm gonna be real with you. That's the person that told you, yo, you should be making music. That's a fan. You know what I'm saying? That's a person that you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna make some music. Now you're doing music. You're doing it for some fans. You're doing it because somebody suggested it. It's a high amount of us that just paint because we love it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, once you make your work, you want to put it on Spotify. You want to get it on the Apple Music. You want to be able to like plug in and get on those or whatever that is. and iTunes and Tidal. You want to get on freaking on YouTube and go ham. You want to go stupid. Like you want to go promo stupid. It's like catching your algorithms. Like don't get me wrong. This shit is not easy. At the end of the day, you need to have you a marketing strategy. Period. And that's for all artists doing this. You gotta have your strategy. Like while you in the studio, I'm gonna tell you to do this right now. This is for all the artists that are just now starting out, because the ones that are at a level, you know who the hell you are, and you don't even, you can skip to the end. Just make sure you hit that black bell. I love you. Smoke one, think of me, sip something. You can quit the drugs still, resonate with me, vibe out. You got, you know this, you got this, you got it. It's all in, right? You got it all understood. But for the artists that don't, the ones that are just coming up, like my kid and different other people's kids that want advice on this right now, this one jewel is for you. While you're in the studio, you and your friends are recording, vibing, kicking the bobo, start talking about how y'all gonna get this music out there to the people. Start devising a marketing strategy now. Like, figure out the game, because the earlier the better. You know what I mean? That's the best thing I can ever tell you. Figure out where you want to distribute your music. Figure out how much you're going to put into it. How much you got your startup budget. Figure out where you're going to get that at. Figure out how you going to goddamn do it. And then act. Take action. Period. You know what I mean? Make that come up, man. I love y'all. Stay up. Appreciate you for watching, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. Go check out my music. Oh, yeah. P.S. About the music. It's gonna be back online, man. I'm gonna drop an album too with, you know what I'm saying? Just give me a sec to organize the newer music that I got and keep doing, cause I still got some painting to do. But anyway, yeah, it'll be back on. Just check out my videos and put them shits on repeat. Go listen to Danger Zone. I love y'all, man. No one knows what love is, but I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? No one knows what love is, but I love y'all. Stay up. Oh yeah. I'm still got my challenge on, I just want that anti-gravity whip. You know what I'm saying? The real one that defies gravity. And I'm like, yo, I feel like we can do it. I feel like we're smart enough. My manifestations are on 100. I'm just putting that out there into the universe. So one of y'all, or a few of y'all, is smart enough to possibly save us all. And that, I'm manifesting my warriors like I'm like Zeus or somebody like that. And I'm like, who will be my champion? Who's gonna fight for the side of all good? The survival of man. Will they make it? Or will the earth swallow them whole? Listen, y'all stay up, man. I love y'all.